that even the law says that even if the helper is not yet 18 years, is not yet of age or mature age, even if he's a child of 16 years or 15 years, the helper, the disadvantaged voter can come with this child or grandchild or whatever it is, and that child will be allowed to assist this voter, even though he or she is not of age. Remember, it is not that child voting, it is the helper. I mean, it is the voter, either the visually impaired or blind voter or very elderly voter who cannot hold the pen properly. He is or she is the voter. This is merely assisting this voter to say, I'm voting for this candidate, and put the tick on this candidate, against this candidate's name or something like that. And the law also says, I think agents, polling officials at polling stations, I think, are not allowed to help these people. Let the voter come with the person of his or her choice from wherever they are coming from. Polling constables are even not allowed to help these people. Verdict on Kawempe South, I think the commission, if I'm not mistaken, sat this afternoon, because this matter came up the other day. I think it was filed on last week on 8th of January. That's when they filed that petition. They appeared, the parties appeared with their lawyers, and some arguments were made to the commission. The commission, I think, if I'm not mistaken, today deliberated on the matter. I don't want to say what the decision is, but we are trying to ensure that all decisions concerning parliamentary elections are out before the end of today. We have endeavored to do that. Issue of multiple voters, I have not yet heard those, apart from what people throw on social media, and when we go to cross-check at times what they are calling multiple voters, you find they are different people, those sharing the same birth, and so on and so forth. However, let me say this. If you are a voter, because the issue, the person who asked the question says someone is here, another polling station 100 meters, you find the same individual. The data that has been uploaded on these kits is of voters in the entire district. Although each polling station has different kits, but the data on those polling stations for that district is the same. So if this voter, as you have said, goes to polling station X and casts his or is confirmed, verified and confirmed, and casts his or her vote. If that voter tries to go to another polling station, I think this machine already will be able to tell that this person is appearing on this other polling station. And the distinguishing feature will be the fingerprint. But we try as much as possible, and there is a process we subject the register to ensure that we eliminate duplicates. But if there are such incidences, let people report them to us. Because as we said, as a commission, our doors are open 24 hours. Bring up any issue or discrepancy you think you have noted or matter. And people have been doing that, by the way. There are some who have been complaining about polling stations being inside restricted areas. We have received all those complaints. There are some who have been complaining about this or that, parking lists and so on, and we have always responded to the satisfaction of the people. So let's raise all these things and we shall look at them. Now, the complaints or concerns by candidates about the transportation of the results from the polling station to the tally center, how secure are they? Well, first of all, tomorrow morning we shall start by transporting the materials to the polling stations, the various polling stations, using vehicles, and those vehicles will be escorted. We'll have police or security around those vehicles. Secondly, on retrieval, again, there is the security will be availed for the retrieval process. And most importantly, at that time, polling or voting has ended. What is in the box are the ballot papers, which have been bundled per candidate and have been counted. They have been placed in that box. Okay. Then the other forms, accountability forms, whatnot, and so on and so forth, so many things. And other things that have been used at the polling station, except the basin, which cannot fit in. Then the BR form, which is in the tamper-proof envelope. And we said, once that envelope, if one attempts to open that envelope, you cannot reseal it. If the fear is that they will open the envelopes, change the results, put back the DR form in the envelope, and then convey it to the tally center, that will not happen, because once the returning officer receives a tamper-proof envelope that has been opened and is not sealed, then that will throw into question the credibility and sanctity of those results. So that's what I want to say. However, in some areas, yes, I recall in 2021, I think again some goons grabbed the ballot paper. I think some area in Mukono, not the ballot, the box containing those materials, fled with it and emptied the contents in some stream. It was deliberate. It was deliberate. And then you tell me you don't need security in our elections when we have people who have such character inclinations to destroy, to distort. So really, we need to make sure that we work hand in hand with security to ensure. So I want to assure the people of Uganda that the process of conveying or transporting these results will not give room to anyone who wants to tamper with them, and then the tampered with results will be the ones that the returning officer will tally. That is not going to happen. Thank you very much. Mwebale nyu mwebale ddala abasibo ne banyabo. Tulabagane olunaku lw'enkya, Mukama bakuume mubeere mirembe.
Thank you very much, Lord Chairperson, and thank you viewers and media for keeping the country connected and informed of what is expected tomorrow and the subsequent days. Lord Chair, now you may take leave with your commission, with the commission. Thank you very much. We appreciate